you may know, XPLOR 2021 is lucky to have so many important sponsors that contributes to the success of this event. Joining us now is XPLOR 2021 official sponsor, Executive Chairman, CEO, and Director of Osisko Mining, John Burzynski. Hello, John. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Anthony?
Yes, thank you for joining us. And let's get straight down to business. Tell me a bit about yourself and Osisko Mining.
Well, I'm a geologist. I've spent most of my career working in Quebec, together with a couple of partners of mine, Sean Rosen and Bob Wares. We were the founders of the original Osisko back in 2003. We, to make a very long story a shorter story, put the Canadian Malartic mine into production, sold that in 2014, restarted Osisko Gold Royalties, the new Osisko Mining, which I'm running today, in 2015. And within the group, we have about 5 or 6 companies doing a spectrum of gold and base metal exploration today.
And it's also watching an interview from 2020. This is like Osisko Mining version 2.0, I could say.
It is, yeah. It's when we sold the initial company back in 2014. We still had a lot of our engineers and top resource people. We weren't done yet. So, you know, being a royalty company is one thing, but being an exploration company, finding new deposits and building up those mines is another. So we had a lot of people on the team still wanting to do that. And that's effectively what we've done over the last 5 years. We acquired Windfall, started what we thought was a big drill program at the time, 50,000 meters. We've expanded that to a little over 1.5 million meters to date, and we're just getting ready to finish that program, go into the feasibility and permitting phase.
Talking about a lot of challenges, a lot of going forwards. Now, 2021 brought us as well challenges similar to 2020, and as the meeting from 2020 was talking about as well, saying crisis is not a new thing. But how did you meet these challenges?
Well, we have a very experienced team. A lot of us have been working together for well over 15 years now. Canadian Malartic in itself was a big challenge. People weren't really accustomed to open pit low grade mining here in Canada. We of course changed all that, and there are a number of other big open pit low grade mines now. We had to move town. We had to build a huge team. You know, basically you have a lot of professionals and depth on the bench within our group. And you know, basically what we've done is we've just used that same formula. In the case of Windfall, a lot of the same professionals doing the planning, the exploration, the engineering design. So we're a comfortable team that's worked together for a long time. So challenges, yes, but they're just that. They're challenges. We never refer to problems, just issues, things that we need to resolve and to push the project forward.
We're talking also about the challenges that happen with discussing with the different governing bodies as well as the communities.
Yeah, no, certainly. You know, again, Malartic was one thing where we had to have community approval to move the town. Where our current project is, we are on First Nations land. So, you know, one of our main goals and points that we've been very careful about is maintaining our social license and to operate in the Cree First Nation territory to move the project forward. So, you know, every project has its own set of requirements to see it through to completion. And it's just a matter of being very diligent about and careful about how you do the work.
And let's talk about now how you see the future of Quebec's mineral industry.
Well, as always, I mean, we're champions of Quebec. It's been very kind to us, both from a discovery, development, and production sense. Quebec is a vast territory. It's always had a very proactive view on mining, and there's a great wealth of minerals, not only gold, certainly base metals and all types of other metals. And now there's, you know, I think a pending battery metals boom coming in Quebec as well as other parts of Canada. But we love Quebec. We've operated there responsibly. The people are very good. We know the area very well. Most of us have spent a lot of our careers in Quebec. There just isn't a better place in the world, both from government support, taxation, you know, mining taxation viewpoint, and mineral endowment.
And it's interesting also talking about these opportunities, because we can talk about Quebec's mining industry in Quebec is very resilient.
It is. You know, mining is a very cyclical business. In the past little while, a lot of the money has been going to other sectors, but it always comes around because essentially, you know, pretty much everything in the world if you can't cut it down, you have to dig it up. If you want to build something, you're going to need raw materials to do it. And whether that's a new gold mine, a new copper mine, or a new battery metals, concept, you have to have the raw materials to do it. And again, back to one of the reasons we love Quebec is it's a vast territory. It's got a very strong geological endowment, and the conditions to do mining are very strong.
And one last question before we leave. Why is it important for you to partner with QMEA and support its activities?
Well, I remember early parts of my career when, starting out as a geologist, and my partners as well, any form of support along the way was always encouraged. It's a little different once you've had success. It's easier to open doors and seek financing and obtain financing. But certainly the EMQ is important to everybody in the sense of having that infrastructure to support all of the large and small companies and individuals who have the idea of going out and looking for and finding new deposits. A collective voice is much stronger than a single voice when you're trying to achieve that goal.
Thank you very much for sharing a few moments with us.
My pleasure.
That was Executive Chairman, CEO, and Director of Osisko Mining, John Burzynski.
Thank you, Anthony.